What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I am Luna Love, and I'm gonna give you this lunar update, okay? So we are looking at Lilith in the sign of Cancer. So this also resonates if your moon is in Cancer. This reading is being recorded on 12/8, preparing for the new moon that's on 12/12 in the sign of Sagittarius, and the solstice, the winter solstice, that's going to be in Capricorn, which is stability. 1, 2, 3, 4 for 2020, and that's 6. Also, it's amplified. 12/21 is 6. Is also nice and homey and peaceful with that 6, with that number 6. So the degrees on, so when it comes to astrology, the solstice is starting at 0 degree points, which means that whatever you start new that day, you really get to bring it forth. So having the energy and tenacity to show up as you are, your authentic self, your beautiful self, your shadowy self, and take action for what you want that day. When your Lilith is in Cancer, you can be a little emotionally manipulating, which means that you see what they need and you begin to use that to your benefit. Or you can use it to really, because Lilith is the dark side, the black moon is the shadow side, to get on their fucking nerves, okay? So, and then when you get caught, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? That's not me. Bullshit. Yes, don't play victim. Cut it out. Own up to your shit. Because Lilith is also bringing us into those things that we need to grow up from. So we're gonna look at Lilith in the sense of sexuality, control, and money. Because with Lilith and all of this divine feminine energy, we are using it to manifest. Okay. Alright, so let's hop into it. I am using the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Embrace God, I channel the truth and suppress the energy in this room. I asked for 3 cards. There are 2. We're going to take top as number 1, the one underneath that as number 2. Let's see what it says. Already the Oracle cards came out, so that's 1. The Hierophant, 2. The Magician, ooh, nice. And, oh, still shuffling. Let's see what we got here. There it is. Number 3. Ooh, alright. So we got the Hierophant in the space of sensuality and sexuality, which means sexuality also brings creativity, and sensuality a position of importance, right? Because anytime we use our sensual nature, we are using all of the senses to be of service to ourselves, but to other people. So in this position, I'm kind of getting, find a community. You might meet a new love partner in a new community, or finding something that you actually love or like to do. You may find a new partner or something that you love to do, and it's going to spark your sensuality or your sexuality. So start to read books, learn something new, create a new hobby, or start a new hobby. Because you have the Magician card, which is so beautiful in the space of control. Only one upright so far in Cancer. All the other ones were reversed when it came to control. So you know how to use what is around you to get what you want. You have the ability. Yeah, let that inspiration flow. You know exactly what you want. So she's holding up this beautiful wand, and she knows what she wants, but now it's trying to use those feet. You can't even see her feet here. And she has all the tools that she needs over here on this rock to bring it to fruition, to make it tangible in this 3D reality that we live in, because we want to make money. So in this position of money, you actually have the Judgment card reversed. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. In the position of love, if you might be blaming your partner for something, but you also might be in denial. So the judgment card reverse is saying, stand up, grab on hold to reality. We're going to turn this upside down and be honest with ourselves. Is this really what we want? On the other hand, it can also signify that you need to open your eyes to the romantic situation and see more clearly. Are you really happy in your relationship? Is there something missing? This is really asking you to be honest about your relationships. Be honest about your relationships. So the judgment card reverse when it comes to finances or your career, however, is you're doubting yourself. There's a failure to take responsibility for your mistakes when it comes to your career, or there's some doubt about your work. Financially, let's see. Let's go more into career. Here's that faux innocence. Here it is right here. And that emotional manipulation, because you are so caring and so attentive to what people need, you can be like, hey, I don't want to do this, so I'm going to finagle my way out of this. When it comes to work, if this is you, you have probably convinced yourself that, hey, this is okay, I don't have to do this, there's another way around this. So if that's you, stop blaming other people, take responsibility, and do what you're supposed to do. Bottom line, it's going to be drudgery, you're going to have to work through it, but it's going to be work. When it comes to finances, however, because this is the position of money, if you've gone through a financial setback lately, you could be really harsh on yourself. It's time to learn an important lesson about making more responsible choices. But it can also be helpful to be kind to yourself. Like, yes, be responsible, but at the same time, don't kill yourself over it. Like, you're still alive. There's still a way to figure out what you're going to take next. And that's probably where this focus on the life came from. So also with the judgment card in the money sense, you could be falling into some old habits. So if you learned some shit way back in the day and you started, because of COVID, the pandemic, you starting to fall back into that, be mindful. Don't do that. Really sit with yourself. Be kind to yourself, but figure out who you need to talk to, what you need to do to dig yourself out of the situation. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords, which means that you are really spending a lot of time thinking about it, and you're mentally overwhelmed. But when you start to get out of your head and take action and stop being so hard on yourself, you can be better. At the heart of the situation is the Ten of Swords. Again, you're mentally in your head about this. So this is basically saying everything's okay. Like, she's on her phone, she's just laying there, she's not doing anything about it. The more you just meal around and just be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, this is horrible, how could you, that faux innocence is like, no, like, stand up. If you can't put the phone down, at least make it useful. Download Audible, how to manage money, do something like that. So, yeah, I mean, it's a serious thing, but we have to make light of these things that are so serious, because, you know, life can get pretty down on us. Now let's get into the Oracle. What does the Oracle have for you? Immediately, it was focused on the light. Focus on the light, the perfection of your life, and inner trust. $37, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 is 1, taking responsibility. There we go. A tremendous light force is gathering around you and is attracted to the purity of your intention to create from your heart. Because Cancers, Lilith of Cancer, really want to love and be loved. So You may be started at this interplay of light within your heart that evokes these new successes and attracts abundance and opportunities your way. So be mindful, focus on the light. The more positive, the more you get out of this rut. Stay in your heart with your intentions. Turning attention to the heart of why the business was started in the first place is wise to maintain the focus on pure original motivation for the work, rather than shifting course to the focus of money or influence. And with the social media right now, influence is the key. Like, the more influence you have, the bigger your pockets. It's saying don't do either one of those. Really focus on why you started and stay at the heart and the core of this. So don't be distracted by other paths that are around you, because you're so close to succeeding in what you want to do. So if your moon is in Cancer or your Lilith is in Cancer and this resonates with you, let me know. Share it in the comments. And here's a little prayer or a little affirmation, however you choose to say it. Imagine there's a huge sunflower, because there's a big sunflower in here. And from this sunrise, imagine the huge sunflower is following the sun. From sunrise to sunset, imagine a golden arc of light being created by the gently moving head of the sunflower. The arc of light flips upside down to become a vessel filled with golden energy that drops, drip, drop, drip, drop, down like a rainfall of energy from the golden orb of the sun. Imagine that you can bathe in the vessel of this golden energy, and it feels good. You're a Cancer, so you can feel the warmth, you can feel the drip. You can feel it, I know you can. Stay with that good feeling and let it settle in your heart. In your own time, take your time. Do this, okay? Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And as always, good people, good lunar folk, thanks for tuning in. If this has done something to your spirit, this has helped you out in any way, please donate. Hashtag Luna Love, because Luna loves you. Alright, y'all. Peace out. Little loves.